Good afternoon, Internet. I'm your host, HazelPlace89. Welcome back to City Skylines 2. We're in the town of Blackshire once again. And before we get started, let me just make sure that, yeah, we're good. Okay. I had to check OBS for something. Anyway, welcome to Blackshire. We're back at it again. This is episode 3. And I hopefully will begin to expand as we started last week, you know, expanding that way. So let's hop out of that view and we will see where we're at. We have lots of demand for commercial and industry, which makes sense. So let's just kind of address, firstly and foremost, industry. So we're going to just kind of put some zoning down all throughout here. Go like that, wait for that to hop up, and then we'll get the other side. But anyway, thank you everyone again for the support on last week's video. I appreciate it. It means a lot. But yeah, we're making progress, and it's like I was saying, it's a test of patience, especially early game. Even in Cities 1, it was like that with the zoning and like roads and stuff like that. Very much a test of patience, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's worth it in my opinion, because you can get some really handsome looking cities. So let's put you here, and then we'll put one right there on the corner. Okay, they do seem to be asking for commercial as well. Here's what we'll do. We can add some commercial here and here, and I think maybe here. And as we expand out, I'm going to start solidifying the grid and making it more uniform. I like the idea of doing that. So here's what we're going to do. We have squares that we can unlock, so let's unlock a few squares. But as we do that, let's check our resources. Okay, yeah, I want to hold off on crossing the river for now, but what we can do, let's just unlock these 4, and then I think maybe let's just do that for now. It'll be fine. So we've got that, so now we can go ahead and expand, and I'm going to come just straight off of this 4-lane road right here. I may pull it back a touch and go kind of redraw this without the curve. Get 180. We're just gonna go straight down, nice and boring. All right, same deal with this. Come all the way through like so, and that should give us 90s on either side. It will not, but that's fine. Well, that's because this is not a curve. It's a curve back there. It's fine. It's whatever. Okay, so let's take... How much was that? I don't know how much that was. So let's just pull this off and then we'll come back. Let's do about a 424 meter. Right there. I'm going to scratch that. We're going to try it again. So we want to go, I want to go 440 or 424 meters this way, because the pattern that I want should work with this. So we're going to need to destroy some homes, which is okay. That's not the right one. Okay, so now we're gonna let's put these row homes back right there. Yeah. All right. So now what we've got, we're gonna do one of my favorite things in this zoning pattern I've found is, if I've done it right, like I try to do, it should be really conducive to a nice tight zoning pattern. So here's that. We're just gonna put this in. I'm hoping to like get some more interesting looking buildings in too. Hopefully we'll get some what are they called? I don't think this is the pattern that we want. So what is that? That's 56. 56. So we'll have to bring this back to here. Okay, that's fine. It's all right. Oh, that's not all right. Huzzah, we did it. Okay, so now we're going to work on this. We're going to put you here. Yeah. All right. We're going to come up to here. Then we're going to come up to here. And yeah, this isn't the exact pattern that I want, but that's okay. I see these little guys, which we don't want. We want nice, large row homes. Go that full length. All right, so now there's that. What density is what they're requesting in regard to their homes. So let's give them. Yeah. Just put you there. And that's gonna zone up. Is that all one building? That's two. Okay, great. So let's see what we've got, because I really want to like begin to think about these types of things. But as you can see, we're not anywhere close. We're nowhere close to getting any of these. So it's just a matter of zoning that type of zoning for this building, which will be nice when we get that in. Also, we can begin to look at chicken farming, which I think would be a good idea. But again, I don't have any place where I feel like putting it. And I think we'll actually turn this into dedicated farmland. So no chickens for you, which is fine. They don't need chickens. Okay, so let's connect this up. We're just going to come straight through on it because that doesn't need to be a fancy connection. Hey, milestone 4 unlocked. So we've got 4 more tokens to use for unlocks. We have several zoning squares and we have $1 million extra in the bank. So let's check our progression panel. We have a new loan limit, district creation tool, which is great, production panel, which will be able to show us how much money we're making off of our production chains, several policies, natural disasters, transportation, low rent housing, which is a good idea, low density office, another good idea, farming, which is perfect, forestry, which will also help us get some money, and transportation, so bus depots and taxis and whatnot, and also parks, which are we're gonna need to consider parks moving forward so as to keep our people happy. Because if we look down here, lack of entertainment, they really want parks, and the high taxes, they'll be fine, it doesn't matter. And yeah, so we just have a lot of cool things that we can unlock. So let's, I don't like how this looks like a porcupine, so we're going to delete that. But here's what we're going to do. Since we have farms, and we have, it looks like low density or high density demand, let's address that. We'll do here, we will come to our low rent housing, and I'm going to remove all of these people from their homes that they just recently purchased. Be fine. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And this whole area will be low density. Or whatever this is. Low rent housing, not low density. Okay. So there's that. What we can do is we can get some squares now. Some more squares rather. Now that we have our farming unlocked. So let's do that. We're gonna grab all of these. What is that? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a good time. That's all right. We're gonna purchase it. And since we have this road coming off here, it gives us a nice point upon which we can plan out our farmland. So let's do that. Let's ignore all of you for now. Want to come through. So I found that it's easy to, whenever you're wanting to just make a straight connection and make it a nice 90 degree off of the road you start on, like up here, I just push through the road, and it helps, and it gets it to that 90-degree angle that I want, and it keeps the zoning more intact than it otherwise would. But let's come down. We're gonna put a little, kind of expand this out just to about right here. And I think maybe this will be a good idea, just so we can fill that space in. Yeah, this is actually a better time for us, because this maintains that pattern that we're going for, that nice little look. And I think maybe right here would be an okay idea for a little entrance into that neighborhood, but I think that'll be fine without it. Okay, so let's address our farming needs. So what we're gonna do is, and I know that we set up our Rockstar mansion over this area last week, or the previous episode, but I mean, they'll be fine. This could be like farms that they've got, I don't know, investment in or something. They're a Rockstar, but they're also an avid farmer. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna draw. Do we want dirt roads? I think a dirt road would look, probably better over here. So we're just gonna, first I'm gonna trace the boundary of the fertile area, so as to kind of help us find where we're at. And I don't want it too close to that house. We're just gonna do something like that. But we are gonna come out like this. Ba 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 ba. Where's this? Snap to existing geometry. Yeah, we're gonna just kind of encompass all of this stuff, which is fine. And then we'll figure something out. This connection right here will most likely change in the future. What we can do is just come through at a 90 off of that, just put you straight through. Alright, that's fine. And so now off of here, we're just gonna get straight connections. Straights. We're going to begin with our farms. I want to push that out just a hair further. That. I'm gonna come like this. Alright, so now we can get farms. So let's put a few grain farms in. We'll put one here. I think we'll put one here. I think we will put one here. And I like that. That'll look cool. We'll have this inside part right here for grain, and then we'll put maybe the vegetables when we unlock it over here. We'll have ourselves a good time. Alright, so let's get to building our farm. I'm going to bring these all the way up to the road. I know that some people hold to the thought that it doesn't look good, and to an extent I agree, but also what's so great about City Skylines is you can do what you want to do, and because it's your creative outlet, and it offers a nice, outlet again for creativity. So if I want my farms to butt up right against the road, it's gonna butt up right against the road. But again, everybody has the liberty to make their cities how they wish. You can literally do what you want. And I'm looking forward to when Colossal Order and Paradox, adds a little bit more to the game in respect with like detailing and beautification and whatnot. I think it'll be a good time. But yeah, so we're just kind of getting our farms to a decent, decent size. So we're gonna come here now. We're gonna do this. I like working around funky shapes, and also I really do enjoy so very much the new farming stuff. I enjoyed in Cities 1, the farming industry. I enjoyed that a great deal. But I also wished that it was more along the lines of this in regards to the actual farming areas themselves. Because, you can't really have a, quote, realistic looking farm in Cities 1 without tons of work. And not saying that this isn't a ton of work, but what I'm saying is, like, the fields themselves were very much, they were just squares basically. And what I appreciate about this game is that I feel like it is an improvement on the farming industry, and I'm here for it. I like being able to see massive fields of hand-drawn farms. It kind of gives it that a little bit of nuance to the way it looks, and it really helps. And I know that there are certain aspects of the game that are kind of lacking right now, but in regards to like detailing and beautification and whatnot. But I think that the farming aspect of the game really does help with making your cities stand out from other, creators' cities or other people's cities, and I'm here for it. So I like that. I like the idea of that. And what we can do is, since I've got these roads, or the gap between, or the road, the gap, it should fit better. So we've got that going for us, which is nice. And then we'll have, as we unlock more farms, we'll put that out there. But we can check our production, and we've got this tab unlocked. So now we can see what we're making, what we need, and what we have. But I'm going to give this a little bit of time to update. And I think we'll explore forestry in a little while. I'm not quite ready for that yet. Oh, we are kind of needing maybe some offices as well, because we have that demand. So our purple is our offices, and what we can do is, I like the idea of having it kind of intermingled, so to speak, with our commercial uses. For me, it just makes sense to me in my head, like you would have commercial and office buildings like close to each other. And so that's what we're gonna do. It'll be a good time. The people will love it. They'll be happy that they have offices to work at as well. And also, I think they fit well in, in small doses, mind you, in pockets of industry. So we can have little offices in our industry area. That we got going on here. Ooh, sorry, my nose is stiffly. I don't exactly know why it is that way, but it is. So, let's see what we have going on here. That's a fun shape. I don't mind it. But what we do need to do is work on our low density residential once again, because that is what they are asking for, and that's what they shall have. Go, just zoning. Do we have any fun buildings? Yeah. Oh, what we can do, I'm all over the place, guys. I'm really sorry. Let's make a district. Let's make a nice district. We're gonna put a district here, and we're gonna put it here, and kind of go all the way down here. And I think I like the idea of maybe having it encompass this area. We're gonna do this. Yeah, I think this will be the ending, or the boundaries of our first little district area we've got going on here. But now what we can do is we can make more districts. What I like about district tool, the districts in this iteration of City Skylines, is you have the ability to assign services per district. And in Cities 1 that was possible, but with mods. And I like the idea of being able to do that in the base game in Cities 2. And I'm trying to highlight all, and I know, like, listen, it's like we talked about last week. I am aware that Cities 2 has its problems. I'm not ignoring that fact. But my thing is, I'm enjoying the game for what it is right now, and I acknowledge that things need to be fixed. I do. I'm not blind to that. I'm not ignoring that. But sitting here and complaining about it is not enjoyable for me to do, first of all. And I don't think that in the end of the day, it's really an enjoyable experience for you guys, for my audience, my beloved community that I'm slowly building up. So I want to enjoy myself, and like, I play the game because I enjoy playing the game. Personally, foremost. I mean, I don't want to get to a spot where I'm not enjoying the game. And part of my enjoyment of the game is choosing not to complain and highlight all the negativity surrounding. So that's why we're here. And again, I'm aware this game's not everybody's cup of tea. The first game wasn't everybody's cup of tea. But it certainly is my cup of tea and my cup of coffee. So we're going to have ourselves a grand old time with a positive attitude in City Skylines 2. But here we go. We've got that. I like this right here. I like how that's starting to look. Well, what we can do is we can kind of differentiate this with the area we're going to expand by a nice barrier of commercial. Everybody loves commercial. And what we can do now, we can do our 3x3 zoning. And if I did this right, it should be a nice even 3x3 all the way down. And it's not. Of course not. Is it going to work right here? It is not. Okay, so I think what we need to do next, whenever we change that, is shiftify our pattern just a touch, which is fine. I mean, that's kind of to be expected. So what we'll do is we'll just put you here. We'll put you here. And it bothers me that there's that row of nothingness right there. But what can you do? It's just a nice quirk about this area of the city, and I'm okay with that. Very quickly, I'm gonna drink some coffee. And we'll get back to it. Our industry area is requesting largening. More, they said, quoting that, what is it, Star Wars? Maybe? Kylo Ren or something? Alright, so there's that. I'm kind of wary of just blanket zoning commercial, or not commercial, what is that? Industrial? Because I don't want to get crazy with it. Okay, so let's see what we have to do. So that's 3, that's 3, and that's 3. Okay, that's perfect. So maybe we could maintain a smaller grid with this length. What is that length? So let's find it. We're gonna go 80 meters as opposed to 112. I think 104 would have been a good time. So let's find out, because I want 1, 2, 3, 4 homes like this right here, but without this little space. But this I've already, owned it. Yeah, so this will be 104. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. 104 by 56. I need to remember that. I'll probably forget, but that's okay. All right. No, not 2 by little guys. We want nice, big, giant homes. Okay, so now we have the ability to, let's check our, so it's going to be this little pocket right here that we're going to upgrade to medium density, which is fine because I like the idea of doing that. What is you complaining about? High rent? Well, I mean, it's not my fault. The building's huge. Ooh, sorry guys. I'm really, really, really sorry about that. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Yeah. Maybe these people need a parking lot. I think that would kind of make sense, honestly. So we will do that. But I think what we're gonna do is check how big these parking lots are. We can have like a smallish one. Ooh, we can't because they're all really large. What we'll have to end up doing is just accidentally on purpose unzoning some stuff. Alright, so let's get our parking lot. We'll put it right. I like the idea of that. Let's put it right there. Yeah. And the medium density demand is still up there, so let's address it. Nice patterns of zooming. Some nice zooms. Alright. We have the ability to do transportation and such, but I don't feel like it's necessary right now because everything is so close together. If anything, we get like a taxi service out to Elk Springs. But again, I don't think it's really warranted right now. Well, let's check our progression stuff. Let's check our development points. I feel like we could begin to implement a few things. Geothermal power plant's where it's at, and I will stand by that. We could do our maintenance, which will be a good idea down the road. Train would be nice, but I don't know if there are any train tracks nearby, really. So the thing is, here's the thing. Let's get highway. I want the ability to make something look really nice, and I think we can do that by mixing buildings and zoning types and whatnot. But I think the first idea that I have maybe is a hospital case. Let's buy the hospital. Let's also buy the crematorium to kind of have an expanded death care services. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We're gonna zone as we need to, and the people do be wanting some of that low density, so they shall have it. Here's what I'll do. I'll just zone like that on those funky areas because I want a high amount of low density. I want dense amount of low density, and I've discussed this multiple times and I'm beating it to the ground at this point. But small homes packed in together just looks nice to me. It appeals to me. It appeals like a banana. Okay, so there's that. We're gonna drop that down. Let's get some medium density in now. Where do they need it? We're gonna upgrade all of this to medium density. Do that. Put these in here. Alright, and here's what we're gonna do. We have parks. The people love parks. I love parks. Let's give them some parks. Let's put a park hither. We could put a small plaza somewhere. And I don't want to just spam it down like I was about to. So let's hold off. Let's get a dog park in here. People love dog parks. I think a little angled dog park on one of these back roads right here would be a good time. Let's put it right there. Nice in the middle of all of that. I like it. You like it. The people like it, very obviously. So let's just continue putting in little fun areas. But let's check that first. High taxes, lack of entertainment. I think one more park will be a good time. Probably up here. Yeah, let's put a park up here. So there's this area I think would benefit from a little park, and it's on a fun little area of where the transition for the neighborhood is. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get a small A small Keychron. Right there. Yes. Yas. Now let's see where we're at. Yes. High taxes. What do our taxes even look like? We're making money, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're making money because of our stones mining. Let's check taxes. Let's bring down taxes. Let's do that. Because these people don't matter yet, but I'm just going to keep it there. Alright, how good. We've addressed our taxation issue. Well, their reaction to our taxation issue. I don't think the taxes were that bad. I mean, taxation is not my favorite thing, but we're just going to leave that alone. Alright. So, taxes. We can upgrade this. I want to do that actually. Let's pull. Okay, here's what we'll do. Let's grab a couple squares. We're gonna grab these two squares right here because that will help us with what I am about to do. What I'm going to do is delete this span of highway and replace it with a 4-lane road. Or alternatively, I could just make an interchange down here, and I think that might be what we end up doing. A little trumpeteer interchange. Ooh, a diamond would actually probably be better because that'll give us connectivity on both sides of the road. So we can connect this side of the city from this side of the city without this section of interchanges right here, intersections. A fire! 2 fires. Ooh. Oh, good. Gerald McFireman is helping. Thank you, Gerald McFireman. You're a gentleman and a scholar. We're gonna give you a raise later. I mean, I think we're looking fine in regard to like how the actual city is coming along, like looking. But again, it's still the whole, you gotta zone up everything, man. It's just the zoning. There's just a ton of zoning here at the beginning of the game, which again is fine. It's normal. It's to be expected. The first game is very much like that. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining one bit. No. Me. Just making an observation. Let's put this here. Huzzah. Oop, I don't want that. Let's move. Beautiful. Alright, cool. Sometimes I feel like it is hard to keep up with the zoning in this game. Because it feels like you satisfy the demand for a specific type of zoning, but then all of a sudden, poof, it's back. But it's okay. Part of the management aspects of the game, I suppose. Giving the people what they want. Alright, so we have this nice area, and I'm going to do this because it's going to annoy me that the blue is the blue. Otherwise. Alright. So we have that. We're making money. 12,000 an hour, which is nice. Like really nice. How are we on? Okay, so we have a surplus of grain now. I kind of like the idea of adding another farm out there. Because we have first of all, we definitely have demand for industrial. Very white. So let's check that out. Yeah, let's come down here. We're gonna put that like that. Just a nice little tee off, and then we will add their farm. But we're gonna do grain. By that. And I do want to get chicken farms in at some point. I don't know where I want chicken farms because I don't want to put them on fertile soil because that they don't need it. You know, they just don't need fertile ground of fertileness. We're gonna do just have a nice pattern of farms on here. Put you there. There we go. All right. So spread this out. This come all the way through about right there. Delete that node. Have a triangle. I kind of want maybe let's go 135 over here, and then we will try to get an idea on that bottom angle. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Now we have something that looks interesting down here. Where can we put chickens? We might could put chickens right on this other side right here. Let's go to our info view, check our fertile ground. Yeah, that'll be a good time. There's what we'll do. We'll grab our this and grab our that. We're going to kind of do something, a little something like that. Put you there. All right. Now we're gonna grab our straight sections and do that. That was my Discord doing things. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to go to our industry and get some chickens and farm them. I'm gonna put one here, I'm gonna put one here, one here, and then I think we'll put one right here. Yes. All right, now we're gonna have some livestock, y'all. Cock-a-doodle-doo. So, same deal. Same deal. We do that. Chicken farms all the way up, and what will be cool is these chicken farms will give us auxiliary buildings, which I like the look of, to be honest. It pleases me. Put you there. And we're gonna put you there. And maybe a little something like that. Let's do... Okay. Some chicken farms. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because his farm was on the other side. I sometimes, you know, I think that I tell really funny jokes. But they are not that funny. And that's okay. We can't all be comedians, clearly. What is this? Why are you the way that you are? I think I'll just turn off all this now. Yeah. Do we want snap to the side of the road? I do want snap to the side of the road. Okay, there we go. That's actually much better. So, again, I think that I'm funny sometimes, but I can understand how my sense of humor is not everybody's thing, and I respect it. Just know that my feelings are hurt when you don't laugh at my jokes. That's also a joke. Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying to tell jokes. That's the solution. The solution is to just stop. That is the best. That's how we fix this problem. Just stop. Okay. 90 degrees. I'm gonna just come 90. Okay, it's fine. It's whatever. All right. So, hitting our chicken farms, we're going to do one more. Then we're going to go back to our city area. Not this rural mess. Not that rural stuff is wrong. Because I grew up in a reasonably rural area. My high school was in a very, very rural area. So, I'm gonna take that off because it was not doing what I wanted it to do. My goodness. Words are hard sometimes, fellas. Tell you what. Alright, so we'll just kind of do that, and we're gonna come off a 90. Yeah. Come off right there. Utimus. Alright, so now we have chicken farms. Let's go. And right off the bat, we've got a pretty decent surplus. You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, so somebody's dead, which is not ideal. Okay, cool. There was a hearse there. How good stuff. So zoning. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we have still lots of medium density demands, so we're going to address it. We're gonna give them that. I'm actually gonna remove that road. I'll tell you why. Because we're gonna put here. I'm gonna go a 4x4. I'm gonna put that there. And then we're going to do this. We're gonna do this. In the same situation with this area, they're gonna want a parking lot. So we're gonna add maybe a medium parking lot. Medium parking lot here. And what I like the idea of doing is paths connecting the parking lots to the backside of these homes. So here's what we'll do. We'll add a nice little straight, come on, give me, come on. There we go. All right, we're gonna turn off all of that. Maybe accept zoning cell length 90s. Just to get it a little bit, just to give it a little bit of character. My goodness. What is going on? I cannot talk this morning. So, let's just decorate as best we can. Get some oaks in here as well. Everybody loves a good oak tree. I know I do. And we're gonna add some bushes, so as to have bushes. Do we have any? We do have bright flowers, so we're gonna add some, like just little. I've noticed that. That's interesting. So the icons are backwards. So I've got the yellow bush selected, but it's putting down the purple bush. But when I have the purple bush selected, it puts down the yellow bush. Okay, interesting. Just an observation. So there's that. And I realized that this video has been going on for a while and has been just zoning and I've been rambling and stuttering a whole bunch today. So I apologize. I'm just really excited to be back in City Skylines 2. Like I said, yeah, I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying it a great deal. I think that it's fun. That's why I'm playing it. To a certain extent, I want other people to enjoy the game with me, which is obvious, which is why I'm making YouTube videos. And speaking of YouTube videos, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your viewership today. Thank you for bearing with me on this kind of filler episode that happened to be 45 minutes long. But thank you so much for liking, for commenting, for subscribing. That means a lot. Make sure that you do go follow me on Twitch. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.